Good afternoon to you, Mark Sudduth, HurricaneTrack.com, here with your Hurricane Pro and HD video blog for the 28th day of May 2015. Take a look here at satellite picture, Tropical Storm Andres off the coast of Mexico, well off the coast. This from the National Hurricane Center. You see the little tropical storm symbol there. This is the forecast track over the next 5 days. Forecast to stay away from Cabo San Lucas and vicinity, as well as the west coast of Mexico over here. Also forecast to become a hurricane. Most of the computer models, as we look at that graphic here, indicating a track that stays well away from any land interest over here on the right hand side of the map. And the intensity forecasting skill pretty good for the Eastern Pacific, pretty straightforward. Right now it's sitting over very warm water, light shear environment, and it should strengthen to become a hurricane, and then it will decay. Why will it do so? Well, let's take a look at the satellite picture again. Right now, very, very well defined arms or bands of inflow trying to spiral into this developing center of circulation, and those are coming from very warm water sources. But up here, the water temperatures, especially right here, sharp decline in the surface temperatures because, one, it's May. Even though it's the end of May, it's still May, and two, this is farther north. And so if we look at the track here, you can see once it gets up, right now it's just a little bit north of about 10 degrees latitude, around 12 or so, but once it gets up here closer to 18, 19, 20 degrees latitude, the water temperatures start to decrease, especially this time of year. However, we are in this El Nino pattern right now, which is mainly an equatorial Pacific phenomenon, but a good deal of the eastern tropical Pacific is running above normal sea surface temperature wise. That being said, once again, because it's only the end of May and not the first part of September, although these water temperatures are warmer than they normally should be, they're not quite as toasty as we're going to see later in the hurricane season. So there you have it. That's what's happening. Nothing going on in the Atlantic, which is good news, right? The Atlantic season, of course, begins on June 1st on Monday, and I'll have a special update for Hurricane Pro and HD users on Monday. We'll talk about hurricane season climatology, take a look at some of the different forecasts for the Atlantic Basin seasonal activity and why those forecasts have the numbers that they do and how you should best interpret that. And that'll all be covered on Monday. So that is it for me, from me for today on Thursday here. Have a good rest of your day. I'll be back tomorrow with another update on the tropical storm in the Eastern Pacific for HurricaneTrack.com, my website, and of course Hurricane Pro and HD. I am Mark Sudduth, and I'll be back with you tomorrow.